Hi, I'm Bridget and welcome to day 29 of 30 days of 10 minutes of yoga. And we're going to be working on finding ease throughout our practice today. So we're just going to get started in a nice, comfortable seated position, sitting up nice and tall and closing down the eyes. You can let the hands come to rest on the knees. We'll begin to connect with the breath. Taking a nice slow breath in through the nose and exhale, letting it out through the nose. Breathing deeply. Checking in with how you feel, noticing where the mind's at today on the second last day of our 30-day challenge. And you can keep the eyes closed here or just gently blink them open. We're going to interlace the fingers here, press the palms away from you, and then inhale the hands up and overhead, opening up through the shoulders, opening up through the chest, squeezing the shoulders back and down. Nice and active through the core here, so hugging the lower ribs down. Then we're just going to go for a little rock from side to side. See if you can keep the hips grounded down into your mat. Opening up through the side body a little bit here. And then we'll come back to center, and on an exhale, send the arms out really wide to the side, squeezing the shoulders back. And we come back to our seated. We'll take a couple of circles of the neck from here. So on an exhale, drop the chin down towards the chest and then draw some nice big circles with the nose. One way and then back the other way. And bringing the head back to center. We're going to make our way into our downward facing dog. So we'll make our way through our tabletop, coming onto the hands and the knees. We'll walk the hands forward just an inch or two, tuck the toes under, and then press to send the hips back. Pressing the chest towards the tops of the thighs. Pedal out through the legs here. So dropping one heel and then the other, finding a little bit of movement. Staying with those nice, long, deep breaths. And then we'll find stillness for a moment, pressing the chest back. And then when you're ready, we're going to find our three-legged dog. So we'll drop the left heel, inhale, reach that right foot up, and exhale, we step the right foot forward between the hands. Inhale, we find our high lunge, power up through the legs. We reach the hands up towards the sky. Taking a nice deep breath here, nice and strong through the legs. Check in with the hips. We squeeze the shoulders back. And exhale, let's lower all the way down to our low lunge, bending through the elbows as you lower that back knee. Bring the hands all the way back down to your mat. We plant the left palm. Inhale, reach the right hand up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the right hand back down. We lift the left knee away from our mat. Step it back through plank and move through your chaturanga. So lowering down halfway, drawing the elbows in towards you. We flip onto the tops of the feet, find your upward facing dog. And then we exhale, press it back to downward facing dog. Pedaling out through the feet, breathe into the backs of the legs, send the chest back. Find a little bit of movement. And then we find stillness. We'll take it to the other side. So drop the right heel. Inhale, lift that left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, squeeze the knee in towards the chest. We step that left foot forward between the hands. And inhale, we find our high lunge, power up through the legs. Check in with the hips again here. Breathing deeply. We squeeze the shoulders back. stacking that left knee above the left heel. And then on an exhale, we're going to drop that right knee down to the mat really slowly as we bend into the elbows. Low lunge. Then we bring the hands to the mat, plant the right palm. Inhale, lift that left arm up towards the sky, find your twist. And exhale, we bring the left hand back to the mat. Find your plank, so lift the right knee away from the mat, step the left foot back, and exhale, we lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog, and exhale, we press it back into our downward facing dog. Find the breath, pedal out the feet. Pressing the chest back towards the tops of the thighs. Give those knees a little bend here. And then we'll move through that same flow again. So drop the left heel. Inhale, we reach that right foot up, three-legged dog. Exhale, squeeze the knee in towards the chest. We step it forward. Inhale to high lunge, reach the hands up towards the sky. And exhale, we slowly lower that back knee, bend through the elbows. Plant the left palm. Inhale, we reach the right hand up, find your twist. And exhale, right hand back down. We lift the left knee back away from our mat and move through our chaturanga. Meeting in our downward facing dog. Take a moment here. Find the breath. And then we'll take it to the other side. So drop the right heel this time. Inhale, we reach the left foot up. Exhale, we step that left foot forward between the hands and inhale to our high lunge. Squeeze the shoulders back and then exhale, we lower that right knee, squeeze the shoulders back, bend through the arms. Plant the right palm. When you get there, inhale, we find our twist reaching up towards the sky. And exhale, bring that left hand back down. We lift the right knee away from our mat, step it back to plank and move through your chaturanga. Exhale, make your way back to your downward facing dog. We'll take 3 nice deep breaths here. And then on an exhale, we'll drop the knees down to our mat. Find your child's pose, so knees together, bring the big toes together. We sink the hips back onto the heels. Reaching nice and long through the arms. Bring your forehead down to rest on your mat. Maybe go for a little rock from side to side. Come back to the breath. And then coming back up to your tabletop, up to all fours. And then we're going to find our pigeon pose from here. So we'll slide the right knee behind the right wrist. Send those right toes out towards the left edge of your mat. Tuck the left toes under and then walk that knee back. Find your pigeon pose. And we'll find a little bit of length through the spine here. So sitting up nice and tall, drop the shoulders. Nice and active through the core. Breathing into that hip. And then on an exhale, we'll round forward. Relax through the head and the neck. Maybe closing down the eyes here. Letting the breath start to slow down. And then coming back up onto the palms if you're not there already. And we'll walk that left knee back in. Bring the right knee back to meet the left. We'll take it to the other side. So slide that left knee behind the left wrist. We're going to send those left toes out towards the right edge of our mat. Tuck the right toes under, then walk the right knee back. Find your pigeon. Bringing the fingertips to either side so that you can find a little bit of lift here. Nice and aware through the head and the neck. Nice deep breath. And then exhale. Round it forward. You might come down onto the forearms. Close down the eyes here. Breathing into that left hip. Slowing down the breath. And then just gently coming back up onto the palms. If you're not there already, we'll tuck the right toes under, walk that right knee back in so that you can bring the left knee back to meet the right, and then slowly make your way to seated. Whatever feels most comfortable for you. And then get nice and tall through the spine, drop the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe closing down the eyes or just softening the gaze. Thank you so much for joining me for day 29 today. We're going to close our practice by inhaling the hands up and overhead, bringing the palms together. Exhale, lower the hands down to heart space and bow through the head. The light in me recognizes and honors the light in you. Namaste.